One of my favorite parts about investing in single family homes are the stories that come along with these homes. Now, over the past 2.5, 3 years, my brother and I have purchased somewhere between 60 and 70 properties. The majority of those are single family homes, and no home came with the same story. I know that sounds silly, but recently we came across a package of homes and it had an extraordinarily interesting story. Now, this package of properties was owned by an elderly gentleman. He was late 80s, early 90s, and he passed away about 10 or 12 months ago. And at that time, after his passing, his family learned that he had over $3 million between bank accounts and brokerage accounts and six rental properties, two in Indiana, two in Kentucky, and two here in Ohio. Now, here are some pictures of his primary residence before the property was cleaned out. Now, he is survived by his wife, but she's no longer living in the property. Now, this is all of their personal belongings, and I am not about judging anyone's lifestyle choices, and I'm all about being frugal. I know we talk about being frugal on the channel, increasing your income and keeping your expenses as low as possible. But the part that I'm having a really tough time wrapping my head around and I'm kind of fascinated by is just some of the odds and ends deferred maintenance on the property. Now, I get that this might be some like post Great Depression era mentality stuff where, you want to fix everything by yourself. And maybe when I'm in my late 80s, early 90s, I won't have too much concern about some of the deferred maintenance that's inside of the property. Now, I also wanted to show you all a video walkthrough that I did of the property once it was cleaned out. This couple was married for several decades, and the wife had no idea about the millions of dollars in the bank account or any of the rental properties. And one of the rental properties was just on the other side of the river, less than a 5-minute drive away. I also have some pictures of that property that I'll go ahead and play here now, but it is substantially nicer. So again, just trying to put myself in his shoes on a daily basis. He woke up and decided not to live in one of his nicer properties and to continue living where he was, and also just to not fix anything in his house and not tell his wife about it. And in just hearing stories, they didn't go on any nice trips. They never went on any nice vacations. So it was completely mind blowing to all of the parties in the family that that much money was in his possession, or even that many rental properties. Now, since I own several rental properties, I have no idea, and I just can't wrap my head around managing six rental properties, four of which are in two different states, without my wife being in the loop at all. Like, who would I vent to? I don't know. I know I'm trying to impose myself on this person and how I handle things, but that's crazy. Over $3 million in six rental properties. There's not much more to say about it, but nonetheless, I just wanted to share this story with you all because it's just so fascinating. I have, since I've learned about it, it has just been kind of every time my mind goes a little bit blank, I've just been thinking about it and trying to put myself in his situation and figure out how I would mentally justify keeping that to myself and not giving my wife a better place to live or doing fun things with my kids. And I get it. Two different generations, two different mindsets. I guess my overarching message here is frugality is great. Living below your means is exactly what you need to do. But once you start getting a substantial amount of money in your savings, enjoy it. You earned it. You deserve it. I'm not saying go blow it all. I'm not saying live up to your level of income. I'm not saying blow through your savings or any of that. But at some point, you have to make the decision to utilize a lot of your stored resources and hard work and make the most of it. I guess that's it. Thanks, guys. Can't wait to talk to you guys soon.